Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question. What if you took a minute and you sat back and you just meditated, you focused on the ideal version of yourself. You just sit back and you go, you know what? If I just knew I couldn't fail at being the best person I could be, what would that look like? What would your physical appearance look like? What would your spiritual appearance look like or feel like? What would your attitude be? What would your swagger be? What would your smile or look be? Would you be a smiley guy, or would you be a gal? Or would you be, real serious? Or what's that person that you know what, if I just wanted to be the person I wanted to be no matter what, who would I emulate? Who would I be? What would that person look like? I'll be really vulnerable and transparent with you right now. I had a neck injury a long time ago, and I had to get some of my, I had to get C5, C6, and C7. I had to get a plate put in there and get some disc removed. And it's kind of a BS surgery. It was, very uncomfortable. I was glad to get the surgery done. Haven't really had any issues since then. But I'll notice ever since the surgery, for whatever reason, my posture's a little jacked. Maybe it's old age. Make fun of me. I don't know. But I have to kind of make sure I put my chin up, because it's so easy for me to kind of lean over, and especially being in the car for a while, I just realized that I got to kind of sit back because my posture's jacked. So in my mind's eye, what I want to really be is I want to be a person, that stands up a little bit straighter. But there's so much more, and I can go on because these are the things that I think about. These are the things that I write about. What does the ideal version of myself look like, act like, talk like? And I got to tell you this, that you have a chance to become that if you just focus on it. I think the person that I really want to be most was a person, I lacked confidence growing up. I lacked self-esteem growing up. I lacked coping skills growing up. And I ended up making substitutions for all those things. And it wasn't until I got to a point in my life, I don't know, like 40, where I realized I don't like the person I am. So I had to rebuild myself, hence the No Comfort Zone, as we talk about on every single podcast. How could you not talk about it when you have a podcast called the No Comfort Zone? Hello. So what I'm finding myself to do is I'm always trying to reinvent myself, but stay true to some certain things. So if it's confidence that I want, well, I can't do things that are going to get my confidence knocked off. So being comfortable and taking things easy and not taking risks or challenges, that's not going to help my confidence. But people think it will if I just play it safe. I'll have all the confidence in the world. No way, man. When I crush something or when I knock out a goal, I have more confidence. And then it breeds an opportunity to go do more in my life, which guess what? If I'm living, I'm going to have more confidence. So this is that wake-up call. If you're that person out there that's, you're tired of taking the Xanax when you don't have to, or when you're tired of, hey, every night if I want to go relax, I'm going to go have a drink, time to stop it. If you're that person who keeps going after relationship after relationship, trying to find the next fix in the relationship, stop it. You're ruining their lives and your own. It's time for you to get a little uncomfortable, stop coping that way and cope the right way. You know what? You want to feel better about yourself? Go do 10 push-ups. That'll make you want to feel great about yourself? Do 20 burpees. You want to get really silly? Do 20 burpees in front of your spouse and don't tell them exactly what you're doing. How crazy would that be? But at the end of it, you're going to be like, don't care what you think, because I just did what I wanted to do because I'm becoming the version of the self that I want to be. And let's just think about it. If you have this ideal of who you are and you're not working towards it, what are you doing on this planet? Go work towards that person. And if you need help to become the person that you want to be, then go for it. Get the knowledge that you need. Work on that attitude that we talked about in the last one. Get those skills in place that you can actually become that person, and start working on the habits that make a person of strong character, great integrity, super great conviction, unbelievable coping skills. When things go wrong, you have something to cope with. You know what you're doing to become better. It's really simple. You have to be able to do the things that nobody else is willing to do when things are hard. The other day, I'm not even going to kid you on this. I don't know if I sent the email out or not, but to my fans and all that good stuff, and I'm going to call you fans for a minute because some of the stuff you've been saying is pretty awesome. But you're not fans. You're people that I'm trying to help get to the next level. My ego just popped out right there. But I want to share something with you that I literally the other day sat on a couch. Literally sat on the couch for 9 hours straight. Didn't work on any of my comfort zone stuff. Didn't respond to any emails. Didn't do any videos. Didn't do any podcasting. I sat on the couch for 9 hours. And I'll tell you exactly what I was doing. I was watching TV. I was scrolling through my phone. I was decompressing. Because I realized something. My knee blew out for a minute. That's going to suck to rebuild that back. I got some stuff going on at work that I got to deal with. But pushing myself for 16 hours a day for I don't know, years now, for 2 years, took its toll on me. So exactly what did I have to do? I had to figure out a way to stop obsessing about all the stuff that's going on in my mind. And I just chilled out for 9 hours on the couch. And what's coolest is this. My wife and daughter, they're 100% okay with it. They were like, yeah, whatever. It was no big deal. I didn't get pressured to get off my ass or any of that stuff. Not that they would, because they know I work a lot. But they were like, cool, you're finally relaxing after 2 years. You know what I did? I went into YouTube. I threw it up on my TV. I got this nice TV in my living room. And I threw the image up there. And I threw the image of what was on my phone. And it was 4 hours. 4 hours of visiting the island of Oahu in Hawaii and going around the island and just watching basically somebody with a high definition camera walk around the island. And basically that was the view I had. There was some aerial footage and stuff, and it was amazing. I loved it. Just chilled out, and through somebody else's camera, got a chance to go to Hawaii for 4 hours or whatever it was for that day. It was awesome. But I needed to decompress. I needed that moment to do that, just to decompress, to get a grip on things, to get a grip on my reality, because I've been pushing so hard. And after taking that time off to do that, everything started to come back of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Sometimes you just need to take a step back and sharpen the axe. You do need to decompress. You need to take those minutes and those moments and just do nothing and just enjoy it. And I really, truly believe this, that it gave me a new perspective, because I'm always going to be working towards the person I want to be. And without sounding too corny or whatever, but if you're listening to this for a long time and you've been hearing me, you got to know this from the bottom of my heart. If you're half asleep your whole life, and you finally wake up and you get a chance to see the beautiful colors, you get a chance to take that nice breath and get that, that brisk air into your lungs. Take that drink of water that you've desperately needed for a few days because you haven't had anything to drink in a few days, or that time right when you're so tired you just want to lay back, and it's that moment right before you sleep while you're still awake, or that time when you experience the sunlight on your face. And it's just the beautiful sunlight, and you just experience life. You're finally woken up. You're woke. And now you never want to go back. And when you look around and you see people who are going through hard times, and you realize that's good, go through the hard times. Because when you go through it and you pay attention, you're going to learn so much about that disappointing thing that happened, the humiliation, the when your ex-wife just completely derails you and knocks you on your ass, and you see your whole life flash before you and you feel like it's not worth living anymore. And then you get yourself back up. Finally, you put yourself back up and you take one step and you kind of get your posture in line and you start to look up and you start to realize that 10 years have gone by and you're finally woken up and you realize, man, all I had to do was solve that one problem. I could live my life. But when you know that 10 years, you don't even regret it. You just finally know that you have that chance. You have that chance to live every day to the fullest. You never want to give that up, and you want to share it with everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've followed me through this rant and you've listened to me this long, you know what I'm talking about. Life begins outside of your comfort zone. And I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. When you get outside of your comfort zone, you can live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at No Comfort Zone 1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.